Good morning, good morning, good morning. Just got to the track. It is 5:15 a.m. I'm about to link up with the BPN creative team because we are, one, knocking out a workout that I'm about to walk you through, and then two, we're creating content around a new product that we are launching September 23rd, which is our caffeinated Go Gel, launching in a mixed berry flavor. So today's pre-workout nutrition, I had 2 scoops of G1M Sport, mixed this up last night, and then slugged it as soon as I woke up before hopping in the truck to head to the track. So 2 scoops of G1M Sport, 40 grams of carbohydrates, 700 milligrams of sodium, and then I'm also going to hit this caffeinated Go Gel, which is an additional 24 grams of carbs, 75 milligrams of caffeine. So before this workout starts, I will have consumed 64 grams of carbohydrates. So here's the workout for this morning, which I already programmed in my Garmin. So as soon as I start this workout, it will just walk me through all of the steps. It is a 2-mile warm-up, then 2 1,200 meter repeats with 90 seconds of rest in between, and then 4 800 meter repeats, 60 seconds rest in between each, and then 8 400 meter repeats, 60 seconds rest in between each, and a 1-mile cool down. So I'm about to head down to the track, start warming up with that 2-mile warm up, and dive into it. Okay, 2-mile warm up complete. About to go into working sets now. So like I said, these first 2 are 1,200 meter repeats. Then we'll work our way down 800s, 400s, a little slower on the 1,200s, obviously, and then faster on these 400s. 2, go. I would say, and this is being very, very honest, this is probably the fittest I've been, I want to say in a long time, potentially ever. Because typically when I'm in a marathon prep and I'm in really good running fitness, shape, conditioning, I reduce my strength training volume and intensity significantly. Prepping for this Hyrox, I'm in like a half marathon, between a half and a full marathon prep, and also a big strength and conditioning training block, but then layering on these 60-minute just grinder sessions, these Hyrox circuits, just level up my fitness to a place that I don't think I've ever reached. And we still have a significant amount of time before November 23rd in Dallas. These are the workouts that make you faster. These are the workouts that allow you to hold uncomfortable paces for longer durations. This is what happens when you fuel properly, you hydrate properly. Carbs and electrolytes, my friends, they are your friend. I got 2 more 400s. I'm holding 115s really consistently here. I'm really happy with this workout. Really, really happy. This is workout 1 of 2 for the day. So nutrition is extremely important today. Got to recover from this session and fuel up for the next. That's the workout. I got 1 mile cool down left to do, but when we get back to the truck, we'll go over the splits from this morning. Like I said, I'm very happy with not only my times, but my consistency of splits throughout the entire session. So we'll get back to the truck, let this sync to my Garmin app, pull the splits. All right, breakfast is served. So what we got right here, 1 serving of strong multivitamin, 1 serving of strong joints, 1 serving of strong omega. Strong omega is our fish oil supplement. And in this shaker that I just mixed up is 5 grams of creatine monohydrate, 1 scoop of strong greens, 1 scoop of strong reds, our nutrient powerhouses. Wash these back. Cheers. My go-to flavors lately have been the sweet mint greens and the acai reds. And then breakfast of champions, of course, handy banana. You guys know the deal. And then last night I made some overnight oats. So this is half a cup or 40 grams of old-fashioned oats, 1 scoop of a plant-based chocolate protein, 1 scoop of our peanut butter whey protein, and I have half a serving of pumpkin seeds on top here. Just mix it up with a little bit of almond milk, let it sit in the fridge. Look at this consistency here. That's some great overnight oats. Wow, I almost missed the bowl. I would have eaten that right off the floor, to be honest. Let's give it a little taste test. Smooth. Smooth operator. I have a feeling this banana is just under ripened. Let's see. It'd be perfect in about 2 days. 2 days. All right. That's breakfast right there. About to dive in. Let me pull up the stats from this morning's workout. 2 mile warm up, average pace, 6:58. And then my first 1200 meter, 3:59. My second, 3:57. Going to the 800s, 2:37, 2:37, 2:34, 2:36. Going into the 400s, 112, 116, 113, 114, 114, 115, 113, 114, and then that last 1 mile cool down, 6:43. That was a great training session, and this is a great breakfast. This is a great morning. Okay, meal number 2. Highly predictable, pretty much the same meal every single day, and it never gets old. That's the truth. So what I have in this bowl is 1.5 cups or 300 grams of jasmine rice, 8 ounces of ground elk that I prepared in Siete mild taco seasoning. I have some Primal Kitchen's buffalo sauce in there and coconut aminos. Now, listen to this beautiful sound. Fresh jar beets, bushel and pecks. What you gotta watch out with these beets sometimes is there are like stems and cloves, and if you bite into one of the cloves, it leaves a nice pungent flavor in your palate. And then we have some of this Ithaca hummus. I love this stuff. This is the lemon dill. I really like the traditional, but I haven't been able to find it recently. We're gonna do a serving of hummus right on top there. And that is a nice, beautiful meal number 2. To give you guys a little bit of a closer look at what we got going on here. I mean, I love this meal. And with each bite, I try to get a little bit of hummus. I get a pickled beet in there, some rice, some elk, some buffalo. I can't wait to dig into this. Now, my diet is always pretty dialed in, but especially when I'm going to prep for a competition or a race, it's even more dialed because I know the deeper I get into a prep and as volume increases, as intensity increases, that stress on the body can do a lot of harm. It can also do a lot of good. It can create adaptations. And if you're not staying on top of nutrition, if I'm not supplying my body with a certain amount of nutrients and a high quality of nutrients, then my body will not be able to adapt to that stress, recover, improve, get better, get stronger, get faster. So I hyper focus on my diet, and I'm always prepping my meals. I'm ensuring I'm hitting the minimum amount of calories that I need for the day, especially prioritizing protein and carbohydrates, because I know that if I stay on top of nutrition, if I'm dialed in, if I'm training hard, it's going to set me up in the best situation possible to recover and get better and keep making progress towards that competition or race day. So I'm always prepping foods, I'm always dialed in, and I'm making sure I'm eating enough and enough of quality nutrition. About to go check in on the ops team who's working hard getting orders out. We have a lot of new things that we are launching this fall. So we have in the next couple of days pumpkin spice whey protein going live, which we bring back every fall. It's a seasonal release, a seasonal flavor for us. And then in the next couple of months, we're launching mango electrolytes. We are launching an orange G1M Sport. And then, as you guys know by now, in the next couple of weeks, September 23rd, we are launching the caffeinated Go Gel. So some exciting new products, variations of products, and new projects launching this fall. So over the last year, Amazon wholesale and retail has become a more meaningful part of our business. So this is our staging area for pallets to be picked up that are going to be going to distributors, our Amazon warehouse, and then some of our retail accounts. In the next HQ, this staging area will be like 3 times the size, but these will be picked up today or tomorrow and then sent out to their respective distribution centers. And the team has all these organized, packed, and prepared for those accounts. Little resupply. Needed to pick up a bottle of G1M Sport and a bottle of Peak Sleep. I was running a little low on these 2 products. Welcome to the BPN kitchen. This is meal number 3, officially for the day. By the time this is all made and done, it'll be roughly 1:15 p.m. This is my pre-training meal. So I'm doing something a little bit different today. I'm making a chicken salad recipe, and I'm gonna put it on one of Steph's slices of homemade sourdough bread that we're gonna toast. So here's how we're gonna start. We got the rotisserie chicken. This is 6 ounces of rotisserie chicken, and that is from HEB. So half a cup of cottage cheese, it's 110 grams. Half a cup of cottage cheese is 14 grams of protein. It's a good way for you guys to get some protein in. Next up, we're gonna hit it with a little S&P, salt and pepper. Okay, now let's do the lemon. Wow, that's a sharp knife. That knife is definitely rarely ever used. So I'm gonna do the juice. Oh no. Well, we got some seeds in there. Let's do some celery. I'm definitely not using a lot of celery, but let's just prepare 1 stalk, see where that gets us. What you could do, if you didn't want a lot of carbs, you could actually make this chicken salad recipe and dip some celery stalks in there, which would be good. I don't know what it is about green onion, but chopping up green onion gives me like a lot of joy. It just cuts so easy. It's so smooth. Adds a nice flavor. So we're gonna get some of these pickles out here. Slice up some of these pickles, put them in the mixture, and just a little bit of dill. Oh yeah. Dill right in there. Let's add a little bit of lemon zest. Zest a little lemon in there. If you want less curdy chicken salad, you could actually like put your cottage cheese in a food processor and blend it up. But I like it a little chunkier. So this looks really good right here, actually. Wow, look at that. Nice, golden. That's nice. 175 grams of berries. So this meal is 9 grams of fat, 103 grams of carbs, and 53 grams of protein. So the way I'm gonna eat this, you just get your sourdough. It's like an open-faced sandwich. You can put some of that chicken salad on top there. Or take a nice bite out of that corner. Let's see what we got. It's a thick. Very fresh. Very, very good. Chicken salad, open-faced sourdough sandwich, blueberries, apple, not just any apple, a cold Honeycrisp apple pre-workout meal. One of my favorite ways to do leg extensions is that in between sets, I actually keep my legs in this position. I don't remove them from the bar. And that kind of traps some of the blood here. It mimics blood flow restriction training. So when you go into that follow-on set, it burns that much more, it hurts. It gets kind of painful as those reps get higher. That is a deep burn, I'm telling you. Try that on your next workout with leg extensions. Keep those legs trapped in there. And even as you go deeper into the working sets and you make the weight lighter, it still burns just as bad. So one of the things you hear me talk about frequently is progressive overload. And you know, in episode 1 of this series, when we kicked it off, I showed this training journal that I have where I'm writing down every workout. I'm writing down my strength training workouts in the afternoon. I'm writing down my runs in the morning. I'm writing down mileage, paces, total time. And that's one, to reflect back on my training, but also to keep a log and track volume. Now, progressive overload is overloading the system over time, adding on more volume. What is volume? Volume is the accumulation in sum of sets, reps, and weight. Or in terms of running, it can be time on feet, mileage, intensity, the amount of time you're spending in an aerobic zone, easy running, but then the time you're spending in these track workouts or tempo workouts like this morning, and you track that, I track that so you can measure trends and see how you're progressing, how you're overloading. Am I adding more volume to my strength training over time? Am I adding more volume in terms of stressors on the body with these big circuits, these Hyrox circuits that I'm doing? Am I adding more running volume? Am I adding more intensity? Am I adding more 800 meter repeats, more time spent at tempo? And the importance of writing these things down is so you can track it and make sure you're actually adding on progressive overload, you're adding on more volume over time. Because if you're not tracking it, it's really hard to accurately progressive overload. It's more so subjective as opposed to objective. So it's one of the variables we can control, measure, track, and then manipulate to actually progressive overload. So what we're gonna do next is 4 sets total. And each set will be 40 meter lunge with 135 pounds. So it's down and back this turf. Then 40 meter sled with 470 pounds, which is 8 plates, down and back. And then 2K on the bike. We'll do that 4 times. Hours and 15 minutes at 4:30 a.m. my alarm clock's gonna go off and I'm gonna go into the kitchen. I'm gonna open the fridge. I'm gonna grab my G1M Sport that I mixed up the night prior tonight. I'm gonna slug it, and then I'm gonna start getting ready for my run. And by 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, which is in 12 hours and 45 minutes, my feet are gonna be moving, and we're gonna be running again. All right, 2,000 meters. That's 4 sets. That was a solid workout. Solid training session again today. Hell yeah. All right. Go home, make dinner with the fam. Ribeyes, baby. Ribeyes. Legs are cooked. Okay, so right now it is, what time is it? It's 5:30. I have the green egg lit, waiting for that to get hot. The steaks are sitting out. Steph is prepping a kale salad. I got some purple sweet potatoes in the oven. Nico's sipping on a bottle here. Sorry for interrupting your bottle. And Charlie, where's Charlie? Charlie? Charlie's wrestling with the dogs in the bed. That is the current situation as we prepare for dinner. I consider myself the king of the swaddle. Nico, we're gonna swaddle you. You see this arm? We're gonna tuck it. Nice tight swaddle. You are now swaddled. So we got 2 ribeyes on the green egg right now. Green egg is sitting right at 500 degrees. One of those ribeyes is 2 inches, one is 1 inch. And I added this hardcore carnivore black seasoning on both of them. This is my favorite for steaks. It just turns out perfect. This is what we use for pretty much all of our steaks. What are you doing?
I think them.
Are you looking through me and Mom's wedding gallery album book?
Yeah.
Who is that in there?
The mama.
Yeah, it's Dada and Mama.
Mommy girl.
And Remy Girl? Where's Remy Girl?
Mommy girl.
Remy Girl wasn't there. Here comes the wrestle. I can't control the hand. What's it gonna do? Now what I love about using the green egg is that I can get a flame going, which we're doing right now, and we'll get a really nice crust on these steaks. Now, one of these steaks is 2 inches, one is 1 inch, so I have the bigger one on right now, giving it a char because I know it's going to take a little bit longer to cook. We're going to add a crust on it, and then we'll throw the smaller steak on. We got the flame. Let's go. Let's crust. And here we are, the final product. I think it turned out absolutely perfect. So we have the thicker ribeye on this side. We have the thinner ribeye on this side. We're about to plate our plates and dive right on in. And then this is the cap right here. And dinner is served. So I got a purple sweet potato. I got some of the ribeye. I also grabbed the bone. The bone on the ribeye or bone on any steak is the best part of the steak. So I'm going to gnaw the meat off that bone. And then Steph made a kale salad with apple, dried cherries, chickpeas, and then the dressing. I think there's pumpkin seeds in there too. The dressing is lemon juice, olive oil, and apple cider vinegar. Dinner is served. Charlie was raised to know that when you cook a piece of meat on a bone, you got to eat the meat off the bone, right? Do you want the first bite?
I say Papa.
You want the purple sweet potato?
Yeah, it's good.
But you got to eat your protein.
Okay.
Wow, Charles.
There you go. Good job. All right, my turn. Ready? Oh, yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, Charlie's got her own bone now. Want to cheers the bones? Cheers. Yeah. Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay, Charlie.
Okay.
This is what we gotta tell the people.
Okay.
Protein!
Baggy.
Protein!
Baggy.
Protein!
Baggy.
All right. All right, take your bone.
Okay.
All right, you take a bite.
Okay.
And remember to growl.
Ow.
Let me get some of that. Let me get some. Protein. So here is the last meal of the night. I pretty much want to get just a little bit more carbs in. So I have this mixture right here. And this mixture is peanut butter and jelly, essentially. So what I did is I mixed up half a scoop of our peanut butter whey protein and then about 75 grams of raspberries. First, I mixed up the protein, made a little bit of a sludge, added the berries, and then made it into this combined mixture. And then what I'm gonna do is put it on some of these rice cakes here. And it's like a peanut butter and jelly, open-faced rice cake sandwich. So totals for the day, roughly 125 grams of fat, 476 grams of carbs, 242 grams of protein, for a total of 3,997 calories. So, last meal, rice cakes, peanut butter and jelly mixture. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a try, and we'll see you in the next one. That's good.